Hi everybody, it's Waste Not Wednesday, and I'm excited to show you the finished decollage piece that we worked on last week and what I'm decided to do with this. I read through my comments and I had some really good comments on the page of creating this, and I went a little bit further and took some suggestions, and I used a Stabilo pencil, and this is water soluble, so it's activated by water. And I went in around some of these torn edges and I just kind of shaded a little bit, and it looked okay, and I did leave some of those, but it's tended to darken it up a little bit. So I took out my Stabilo, I'm not sure, this is an orange color that's also water soluble. And remember last week I told you there was this kind of a yellow shading up in here? Well, I decided to take that throughout the collage decollage, and I really like the way it turned out, and I just basically just colored along the edges, and then I took my brush and water and just activated the color so it would blend into the paint or paper, collage, or whatever. And I really liked that look. It just brought up some of the other colors so well, and I was really pleased with that. And I went ahead and did most of the white areas. I did leave this up in here, and I liked leaving a little bit of white. And then I made a copy of the collage, and it didn't copy really well. I don't know, these textures over here I think made my scanner kind of confused. This side scanned really well, this side not so much, especially the area that I really liked right in here. It was having trouble picking up those details clearly, but I did get a scan that was good enough to cut up and kind of play with. And this one I really like. This one I think I'm going to use on the front of a greeting card. And this one, although it's kind of, it's kind of blurry up here, I might be able to go in and rework this because this piece looks fine. And this one as well. This one it just didn't like all the detail. But this one is really crisp, and you can see a lot of the detail, especially over here in this part of the collage. So I'm going to turn these into some greeting cards to use. And if you think you might like to have some of these, if you put a note down in the comment box, I'll make some packages up and put them on my Etsy shop. So anyway, that's the way that this one turned out. And I'm really pleased with the way the colors turned out and the design. I love all the colors. It really looks like springtime to me. So that's that one. And we're going to do just a short short video today so we can get ready for the next one. We're going to make a concertina journal. And what you'll need is some junk mail that folds up. This one is like a W. And I think I did have to refold it to make it do that. It was like this, I think. Something like that. Anyway, I refolded it so it would be a W. And I have this one. I have this one, which is just 3 pieces. And then I have this one, which is just 2 pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut these down to mostly being the same size on the height. You see, this one is the shortest one. So you'll need to take a pair of scissors, or if you have a paper cutter, you can use that. And we're just going to mark where these need to be cut. Now, I have a smaller paper cutter, and then I have a large paper cutter. I'm going to try and see if I can cut this with the smaller paper cutter. It may not go through all of these layers. Let's see. Almost got it. I think maybe one more cut will do the trick. Almost. Okay, so we have this one. And we have this one. Let's see how the height is on that. That looks pretty good. And this one. Okay. This one is the shortest one, so now I have to cut all of them again. So we're just gonna mark this. Let's see if these are really square. Okay, this one is not really square. So, how'd we do? Almost. Okay, and this one I have to cut again. Now, if you don't have a cutter, you can use scissors or an X-Acto knife. Either one. All right. Now, got this one, this one. Okay, all you need is some masking tape, and you can get this at the Dollar Tree or probably any dollar store. And what we're going to do is glue these edges together. And because I don't totally trust the masking tape, I'm going to put some glue stick on the edge of my brochure here. And then I'm just going to lay the masking tape down about halfway over that edge. Press it down. Take my baby wipe and wipe off the extra glue there. Okay. Trim that down. And then I'm going to take the next brochure and lay the cover down on the one below it so that it lines up like so. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue stick on here, and then I'm going to fold up the masking tape. Okay, so you're starting to see the concertina folds and how they work. And I'm going to add one more. Now, this back page sticks out a little bit farther than the front pages, so I'm just going to go along here and trim it by hand. And then this is my last brochure. And I'm going to take the front cover, which I made the front cover, and line it up. Fold this back. Okay, so here's all your folds. I'm going to fold this back, and it doesn't matter if it's right side up or upside down. Okay, this is what I'm going to tape together. Okay, so just going to run a little bit of glue stick down this edge. Take my masking tape. Make sure these are lined up as closely as possible. tape it about halfway across. Trim it. Press it down. Clean up my little bit of extra glue. Let it dry. Pick it up, turn it over, line it up, line the edges up, and run a little bit of glue and fold the edges over. Okay, I've got a little bit hanging out here. Just going to trim off. And what you should have is a concertina book that will unfold. And what we're going to do with this is create a journal out of this. And what's great about it is you can continue your artwork down the page. You can make individual pieces of artwork on each page or a double page. And when you're finished working on one side, you turn it over and you have the inside to work with. Now I'm going to go ahead and reinforce these edges that I taped on the inside, just in case. And I used masking tape. You can also use paper tape. You need to use something that will actually take the take paint or gesso. So I just put a little bit of glue down there and run a piece of masking tape down there. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to reinforce all of the folds. Just trim these down, because some of these have had staples in them. So I just want to make sure that my folds are reinforced. Now it's just junk mail, just brochures. The weight of the paper is heavier than just plain copy paper. My glue stick does not want to stand up today. So I'm just going to go down and reinforce all of these folds. I'm not using washi tape because washi tape will just have a tendency to peel up unless you put glue under it. But I want something a little bit more substantial than the washi tape. Okay. So do that to all of your folds. I'm not going to take the time to do it right now, but you'll need to reinforce all of them. Okay. And then next Wednesday, we will start collaging on your Concertina book. Think about what you might want to work with. And I'm going to be including a lot of my own artwork in here. So you might want to do the same. So go back through your artwork and find some pieces. Go through your junk mail and find some brochures that are like cardstock and just tape them together. So what you have is a Concertina book, and we'll be working on both sides of this next week. And hopefully I'll have some of mine done so you can see the direction this will go in. Okay, so you need some brochures, you need some masking tape. I am going to use gesso to paint these pages. You can use white acrylic paint. You can use house paint if you have a kind of neutral color house paint. Anything that will go ahead and cover up the most of the images. You don't have to cover them all up, but what you'll want to do is have some papers that we can then collage onto. Okay, so that's going to be it for me today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'd love to see you every week and spend some time with you. We have some great pieces of artwork coming up and some good ideas, different ideas for you and how to recycle your junk mail. And also, leave me a thumbs up and ring that bell icon so you'll be notified when my next video will be online. And comment, please. I love comments. I get a lot of good ideas. I'm learning from you as hopefully you're learning from me. So I'm going to call this a wrap, and I hope you all are having a great day or evening, whichever the case may be. Many blessings to you. Bye-bye for now.